Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension, bringing you your next week pick a card reading for today, February 2nd, through next Saturday, which is February 8th. So I will put the timestamps down below. We have 3 different piles here, first, second, and third. And this week we are going to be doing something a little bit different. It's called the Lightworker Illumination Spread, and it is from the Light Seers deck by Chris and Donnelly. And so the first card is going to be, Where Am I Right Now? The second card is going to be the Shadow Seer, which is what shadows need to be cleared before the situation can be resolved. And the third card is Illumination. This card represents the energy needed for the best possible outcome. Okay, so go ahead and pick your pile, 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you just a second, and then we will get started. Okay, so if you chose 1. I'm just going to put it right over these. And I'll put that to the side for right now. I am also using the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. And I'm also using the Light Seers Tarot. So the first card, as I said, is Where Am I Right Now? And this is the first card. So where am I right now? Or what kind of space am I in? What is this current situation? It looks as though you have been feeling like there's this huge decision that you have to make, and you're really uncertain which way to go, okay? So that is the current situation that you're in. You have a huge decision to make. The Shadow Seer side is what shadow, or this card is supposed to represent the Shadow Seer. What shadows need to be cleared before the situation can be resolved. So there is probably something that is still hidden that you're not seeing. So, you know, it's the High Priestess. So it's all about tapping into, you know, your intuition, listening to your higher self. So I would say do some meditation in order to help you. And Illumination, this card, this is the third one. This card represents the energy needed for the best possible outcome. So we have the 6 of Pentacles here, which is all about generosity and giving to others and giving of yourself. We also actually see like the 8 here, right? Even though this is 6 of Pentacles. So this card represents the energy that is needed for best possible outcome. My suggestion is, or from what I am seeing in the cards, is just to do some meditation. Get in touch with your higher self in order to give you the clarity that you need in this situation. The thing is about the 2 of Swords is, at any point, her hands are free. She can choose to see and take that blindfold off at any point. Okay? There's nothing keeping her from seeking the truth. Maybe it is something that you don't want to see. Maybe there is something that you don't want to look at in this situation. You don't want to face it. And the best card to represent the energy that you need right now is to be in a state of generosity and giving and gratefulness, gratitude, okay? And let's see what our card is. External validation. Okay. So, I'm looking at this a little bit different. I'm actually seeing a different kind of picture. I mean, look at, it's like headphones, right? So maybe you're hearing something that you're like one of your clairaudience, okay? So maybe you've got a song that's running through your head, or maybe you've got, maybe you're hearing things in your own head. Maybe you've got some sort of, something that you've been feeling internally about strengthening your intuition and whether or not you should go in that direction, right? That path, that choice. So I'm thinking if somebody has asked you for a reading, this is kind of what I'm seeing because it's the High Priestess and it's also giving. So I'm thinking, especially external validation. Maybe somebody has asked you for a reading because you're a tarot person yourself, or you've been considering whether or not to become a tarot reader. This is just what popped in my head, guys. The thing is, do it. Be generous. Be generous with yourself and your time and your energy and your gifts. Trust your intuition. Do some meditation. And then give that reading to that person. Because from that, you're going to get some external validation. That's the path that you should be taking. Okay? That's what I'm seeing in these cards. So that was pile number 1, guys. And if you chose pile 2. I mean, this is a light worker illumination spread, right? This is about spreading. Oh my gosh, and I can't even get these to straighten up. All right, so. I can't remember what order. I think it was this order. And I'll put that aside. Okay, so let's see. The first one, where am I right now? Well, it looks like you have been working on some sort of project with other community members, perhaps, or other partners, creative partners, business partners, friends, family, some sort of project, team project that you are working on. Okay, that's what I see right here. So card number 2 is the shadows here. What shadows need to be cleared before the situation can be resolved? Okay, well, 8 of Wands is all about that momentum. You know, this creative energy. There's something that you are feeling held back from. Okay? But it's saying now is the time. That momentum is building. Now is the time for you to put into motion that which you have started. I don't know if maybe you are coming up with excuses why you can't do something, or finding the limitation in things, but go for it. Now is the time. I mean, yeah, the universe is saying, you know, I got your back. I'm here. The momentum is building for you to take this project to the next step. Okay? And then the third card, which is the illumination card, this card is supposed to represent the energy that's needed for the best possible outcome. And we get the Empress, okay? Which is all about creative energy, birthing that new creation, loving emotion. So sharing in this project, taking that project to the next step. And don't be afraid, you know, to just go for it. And be happy and, you know, find the joy in bringing this new creation to life. Something that you have been already working on or with other people. Do it. I mean, this is a green light, okay? This is definitely a green light. That the universe is there to tell you these are the things that you need to be doing. Like now. Don't be afraid. Push that feeling forward. And the card that we had, the Oracle card, is Fierce Serenity. You know what? Law of attraction, guys. Being in a state of serenity, not being filled with anxiety about, you know, taking this project to the next step, or not being in a state of self-sabotage because you're afraid of being successful. You're afraid of the failure from doing so good, right? But you can't have the good, you can't have the great stuff without the setbacks. That's not how we grow and learn, you know? So there's going to be risk in anything. Fierce Serenity is all about being so strong in your faith and in your belief system, and finding just complete peace. With acceptance comes peace. I say this all the time, because when you do that, it changes your frequency to a higher frequency and vibration, therefore pushing out what you are putting in. So if you're in a state of serenity or peace, guess what? The universe is going to give you more of that. Okay? Great reading. So that was 2, pile 2. And pile 3. Okay. All right, we'll pull that one out in a minute. All right, so as I said, the first card is grounding. Where am I right now? Well, the 3 of Cups is just a wonderful card. So everything it's funny, this is very much like the last card, the 3 of Pentacles. I see the 3 of Cups, very, very similar. It's about sharing these things with people that you love, whether that be your community, whether that be a group of friends, whether that be one friend, okay? But I do see a 3 here. I mean, look at. So everything is better when you're sharing, and that is the state that you are in right now, is in a sharing mood. You know, you got your people. You're feeling confident in the people that are surrounding you, which is a wonderful thing. Now, the shadow side is what shadows need to be cleared before the situation can be resolved. Well, the 7 of Wands is all about, you know, you might be a little bit weary from battle, okay? Maybe you are, because look at, I mean, she is definitely meditating. She is in her space. Look at, she's got her space around her, and she's doing really, really good. And she's got all these other wands coming at her. And I think traditionally this is where the person who's on the receiving end has got a little bit of higher ground, and they're holding their wand out, and they've got 6 other people coming at them, right? Well, the thing is, you do have the higher ground. You need to find that serenity. Don't be afraid to, you know, stand up for what you believe. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be a battle. You know, just find that space, find that creative space, and that calming space within yourself through like meditation. And I see really a lot of solar plexus, which comes to me with like confidence. Okay, find your inner confidence and your belief and stand your ground, but you can do it in a way that is just about inner growth, not necessarily about outwardly, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be a fight, okay? It can just simply be, you know what? I know what I believe, and I'm going to continue to believe that. It's not a struggle. It's not a fight. It is what it is, and I'm going to do some meditation, and I'm going to, you know, just hone in my own belief and confidence, and there we go. And then the card that represents the energy needed for the best possible outcome is the World, Right on. Just realizing that you are the person that controls what happens in your life by your choices and your decisions and your thoughts and your beliefs. As I've said before, I definitely believe in the law of attraction. So what you put out is what you get back. And what I mean by that is what you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on the positive stuff, focusing on the things that you do have rather than the things that you don't have, you will just continue to attract more and more and more of that, which brings you to the World card. And it's on a, just finally, because this is like a completion, okay? And then the next step would be going back to the Fool again, but on a higher plane of spirituality, meaning you have graduated from this round and you're moving up in your evolution, okay? So if this is the energy that you need to be in, once and for all, whatever this thing is, whether it's even just your own, feeling like you have to be, it's you against the world. It doesn't have to be that way. Finding that inner peace and being done with that once and for all in order to move beyond that situation, move beyond those limiting beliefs in order to get whatever out of life that you want to get out of life. And this is your card. Magic happens when you most expect it. Right on, it does. I see magic as the law of attraction. Putting out there what you want back. As above, so below. As within, so without, right? There you go, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful week going forward, and I hope that this has resonated with you. And please remember, take what resonates and just leave the rest behind. And I am sending you love and light. Thank you so much.